Hello, 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 and welcome to my next reaction to Andor. So just to reiterate for all of you, I am going to try my best to get these reactions out as quickly as possible. I woke up this morning and ran into some technical issues, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to deal with this right now. I have so much to do today, and luckily it was able to get resolved very quickly. But with the amount of episodes coming out every week, if I run into any sort of issues, things might get a little delayed, but let's hope not. I'm very excited to get into this second batch of episodes, and without further ado, let's go. We're moving along. We gotta get to Rogue One, sweetie. We're moving along. Okay, all right.
Oh, there you are. You told me everything.
Still dreaming. Okay.
I know you wanted him to live, but Cassian said he'd seen your faces, so... You tried. Wasn't much of a soldier, was he? They'll never find his body. His family will never know what happened. Oh, I forgot to ask his name. Everyone has their own rebellion. Right?
Oh, sleepwalking. Oh.
You want to talk about it?
Just go back to bed.
It's been a while now.
Just being home. Here, whatever this place is. It's when I relax. I still need to do something about these windows.
We can do that tomorrow.
Get some decent plates. And towels. If we're gonna keep coming back, we might as well settle in.
Oh. It's,
You don't want to talk about it.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks.
Girl, you are breaking my heart. Is Ghorman not with them anymore? I assume. I mean, it's been a year, so... Oh boy, it's all going down on Gorman. Oh boy. Oh.
There, you had it.
Don't worry about me. I'll try to remember what you look like.
It's an Imperial signal. It should be fine.
Okay, Ma.
No one understands what you're doing out there.
When you say no one, I'm assuming you mean Uncle Harlow?
He says you're deluded if you think Gorman was a promotion.
I think Dedra understands what he's doing out there.
Cast aside.
You of all people should understand the attraction of being in charge.
In charge of what? Counting spiders.
This is the Bureau of Standards field office in Gorman. It's hardly the provinces.
What it is, hardly, is Coruscant. You were here. I fixed it. You made it back. People died trying for a desk at headquarters.
And then they die at those desks.
You'd find a woman actually willing to make a life with you, and you just walk away. A respectable career, a relationship, finally.
I don't think he walked away.
Aside, thrown away.
I'm assuming you won't be visiting.
They won't get another credit at mine. I'm not buying Gorman again. They were always too good for the rest of us.
You are watching too much Imperial.
Oh, that propaganda's working.
Uncle Harlow used to wear nothing but Gorman tour. Who wouldn't if you could afford it? Those Howard drops. This mockery of Emperor Palpatine. You must have seen him. How could you not? Scandalous.
It's propaganda.
Your gullibility is breathtaking.
All this anti-Gormanism, it's not just talk anymore. We're getting new directives every month, and people are getting hurt.
This place is hardly a threat to the Empire.
Don't become too much of an individual, Cyril.
Add spiders to count.
Same time next week.
He seems to be very aware that he is being listened to, or spied on,
Add spiders to count.
or watched.
Wat de rol vind ik wel ben. Gooi de bordinus.
Lubię expression.
Tu mei prakatan. Naš cum snad do pelirge. Dilan cum skem.
Tel se mo babišri blos muleg. Naš mik rapios matište.
Oh!
Ashmat.
Oh no.
Ashmat si pa filo bret.
Okay. I don't know about that. Is that French but not French? I gotta listen closer next time.
Let me see the bag.
What for?
Let me see the bar.
Seriously?
I don't like this place. I thought you meant the other one.
I meant the good one. This is the good one.
We need to mix it up.
We haven't been here for a month. Look at us. I can't sleep. You can't shop.
Oh.
The mission is dinner. I think we can handle it.
Okay.
She wants a sense of normalcy, but I think you're on the wrong show for that, right? Yeesh.
I need 3.
Right, tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight.
Haven't seen you for a while. Thought I'd lost you.
Are those the fruits
These
that
are lovely. For a lovely.
Hera wanted?
Anything else today?
Are those musky peppers?
Extra hot.
My husband wants a taste.
Is he strong enough?
It's tougher than he looks.
Okay. This is a lovely one.
Oh.
Perhaps you've changed your mind.
Really? Tonight's the night.
Well, these are special.
I'm not a tourist, you know it.
This one's different.
I'm not buying another spider.
This one's free.
What do you want?
You're right. You're not a tourist. Perhaps you wish to know more about where you live. There's a candy inside with information on the wrapper.
I don't know.
There's a meeting.
I don't know about this. Like, is he getting recruited for the rebellion?
Should have done this before. It's already
oh.
tarnished. Who else stays here? You ever think about that?
No one's been here while we were gone.
You should see if we can leave stuff. We're gonna keep coming back.
I'll ask him.
Oh.
Luthen cares about results. Until one through, we won. It had to be done. There's nothing else to say. What?
I think there's
He
something
was
else to
red.
say.
I should stop thinking about it.
Oh.
It's tough like this. Boxed in. It's like you said. It's when we relax.
I can't stop seeing his face.
It fades. I want to tell you it goes away forever, but I'd be lying. Look at this place. We're in a war. Not everybody knows it yet, but it's happening. People die.
I wonder if he knew.
Well, he does now.
Well, sure.
He was a soldier. He was a threat.
Oh! Rightfully paranoid. Okay, I don't know what that says.
It's good.
You sound surprised.
You're better than I am.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna fall for that one.
Can we walk tomorrow?
That sounds nice.
The park. Big one.
I told you they put cameras in.
We can cover it up.
Oh.
There's other places. We're safe here. I know it's not what we want, but the insanity of the city keeps us safe.
And why are we being so paranoid?
Just trying to protect us.
You mean me?
What's so wrong about that?
It's warping things.
I don't want to lose you again.
You can't protect me. Doing this?
He's gonna try.
Living like this? Mission after mission?
Huh.
If it's a war,
Fair.
and you keep saying it is, and I know that you're right, it's not up to us what we save, what we lose. I love you.
What am I messing up?
I can handle more than you think.
Which is
why you're awake every other night.
I'm not Marva. I'm not your sister. I can...
Seriously.
I can handle it.
What am I messing up?
You didn't kill that boy because we're at war. You killed him because you saw my face.
What's the difference?
I don't know. But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win. We have to.
Oh. My heart just breaks. But it is what it is, as like kind of inconsiderate as that is to say, you know.
I have a presentation with Sector Committee tomorrow morning. I left my notes on my desk like an idiot. I have to have them. Take me 5 minutes.
What are you up to? Polish, polish. Polish, polish.
Where are you?
The safe room.
You were careful.
Yes, of course, always. Look, I don't have much time.
Sorry. Tell me.
They made contact.
I've been invited to a meeting.
A meeting with who?
I don't know. It's public.
It's a town hall, but this is them. It's Gorman front, I know it. They started breaking into the apartment. I know they're tapping the office comms. I assume I'm being followed all the time.
Okay.
Well, let's wait and see what happens.
Well, I thought you'd want a brief podcast.
No. You'll want more than that.
Okay.
The Axis desk. I notice you've taken an interest in this seizure.
The weapons, sir. There are some pieces that appear to have come from the Axis supply chain.
Have we nothing more definitive?
No, sir. Not yet.
Not yet?
Oh, you know she's
30
so
suspects
boiling over here.
Interesting, and it's what we squeeze from these arrests that matters.
No argument there, sir.
Hardly the tempo required for effective counterinsurgency.
It's disappointing on many levels. I see a variety of causes.
Pick one!
We're arresting too many people. We can't take it all in.
Go on.
Be careful.
Many of us. Some of us have more people in custody than we can process.
Shocking.
Supervisor Young raises a serious issue. The problem is not unknown to me. Well played, Lonnie. Thank you for reminding us all how this room is meant to function.
Oh. Oh.
Let's get to work.
Okay.
You're onto something.
It's the job, isn't it?
75 restricted Imperial weapons. You've had that 10 days?
It's my desk now, Dodger.
You don't call me in? You don't think I could be helpful?
I won't hesitate if I need it.
Do you really think I care about how it happens? Andor must be found. You can have all the glory.
Has it ever crossed your mind that Particast put me on Axis because I don't seek glory?
Oh. Oh. Oh my.
Wow.
My.
You've given me a lot to think about. My door is open.
Tense.
Copy? I know what I was thinking.
How do I repay you?
Oh.
You can buy me lunch.
Done.
And maybe just, share some really important intel that I could give to the rebellion. Is that what lunch means, maybe?
The PORD was present. Gorman needs this legislation more than anyone.
If I can't count on your support, what's the point?
I need votes. You've been hiding from me. Why?
Sector boundaries, civil liberties, personal freedom, respect for local traditions.
Why this? Why that? I can't support the bill because our country is chafing the Emperor. But why I'm in this position, and why it seems to be intensifying, and why Gorman is being persecuted so intently are questions no one seems prepared to answer.
Take the 75 planets with the lowest crime rates. Look at them now. They're up 19%.
We can all gain the numbers, Mom.
If we do not stand together, we will be crushed.
I know how hard you're working this one.
I am close on the votes.
That's not what I hear.
Look at just the conviction numbers we're allowed to see in the places we know are peaceful.
The blockade, who was there for you? Who rallied the feds to lift the embargo?
I have never stopped thanking you.
Help me kill the PORD.
Gorman is a single product economy. We import almost everything we need to survive. The blockade didn't have to go very long to remind us how vulnerable we are.
Does he?
I am constantly begging my people to stay calm and do nothing that might make things worse. Voting against the Emperor right now would be a total violation of that request. Gorman cannot take the risk. I'm sorry, Mom.
It's not terribly surprising. Oh! Did you have your lunch?
Hello, Ronnie. You kept me waiting. You've been careful. 3 months. I didn't have anything solid until today. You asked 2 questions. One answers the other. Spit it out! Dedra Nero is running Gorman. She's been on it all year, all this time. Hiding it. I doubt there's 3 people in the building that know what I've just told you. Why by Gorman? I don't know, I can't believe they've kept it so quiet. Everybody thinks that she's been put out to pasture since Ferrix. What's the obsession with Gorman? What are they after? It doesn't make sense. All the propaganda. That can't be ISB, it's too slick. That's outside help. And Miro. She's a hunter, not a spin doctor. Maybe she's oversight. Of what? Smear campaign is an opening move, not an end game. I need the end game. I don't have it.
He's giving you something, though.
I can't wait another 3 months, Lonnie. There's too much going on. You used to tell me to wait. Those days are gone. We're up to date on the sequence.
Whoa, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Vodomek Sunif Mekanti. Mobi Martlej Vakodant Sin Vendelevanen. Voladis Embrogastan. Lash Voladis Brangastan. Et Vosh Tilan Gouvan. Sin Fojo Biletan Palmo, Affisin Matu. Et Dordigna. Et Dordigna! And then.
Or even worse, if you can believe that. Whoa.
What do you think?
It's very passionate.
How much do you understand?
Not enough.
He needs subtitles.
People think the new building is meant to be a fortress. He's telling them he doesn't know. What do you think?
I'm speaking.
Yes, I don't know.
Hello.
How are you?
Her name is Enza.
Cyril.
He's an Imperial spy. Be careful.
It's not funny. It's not true, is it?
No. He invited me. At the Bureau of Standards.
I was thinking of introducing you to my father.
Elector Rylance.
Cyril Karn.
You're very brave to be here.
Am I in danger?
Certainly not from us. This is Gorman. Will you be writing a report?
No, to who? I'm here as myself.
What a refreshing position.
Sayo, der Schrupp, du kompresst doch.
It might be helpful to have your advice. There must be some way to make our appeals more effective.
I'm not sure that's allowed.
Is there a law against seeking Imperial counsel?
I suppose not.
We're drowning in rumors, Cyril. Many people are starting to think this new building is more than just an annex.
Well, I have nothing to do with the annex.
You must have seen the floor plans.
Those are classified.
Certainly lends weight to the rumors. 16 years ago, Grand Moff Tarkin killed 500 peaceful, unarmed Gormans in the middle of that plaza. You can imagine how upset we would be to find out there's an Imperial military facility rising over the monument to the fallen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe we can do some good together. Donash Badorinex. Doinex.
Ah, shit.
Double to course.
Not tonight. Have a look. It's flashy.
Just come back.
Cassian's on call.
Ever been to Gorman?
Will they make the fabric? No.
I want you to try something different.
Oh,
This will be clean work.
not with
Nothing
Cyril
like
there.
the work. I need an assessment.
Of what?
Of who? Cara Rylance. Businessman, city official. He's running the Gorman front.
You know him.
In my way. We never met. I can't go. He's too visible. I'm not sure about the group. It's a different kind of mission, but it's not without danger.
Surely.
No, not this time.
I have to think about that.
Think about this. Think about the Empire choking Gorman so hard so that even Cara Rylance gets off his comfortable ass to do something about it. I need to know more before we get involved. Things will be fine.
You don't know that.
And I haven't said yes. Reach out to Clea. I want this done quickly.
What did Dedra say? Like a rebellion you can count on to do the wrong thing or something like that. Oh! There you are.
Look at you. Look at all your loveliness. How I've dreamt of this. Everything's here. All the tools, full kit.
8 variations. 6 gauges.
Think of it, comrades. Fuel on demand. On the Rhino that you can steal. A galaxy of opportunities. Work up a thirst, find a vein. Take what you want. When you want it. Has it been tested?
It works.
Who taught you this?
Why is that important?
Why? What's more dangerous than Redonium? How many old pipe poachers out there? How many who've lived to tell the tale? Who taught you this?
I'm here to teach the variations. More than that, I'm not allowed to say.
Look at this. A brave one! But how brave? Have you ever seen a man die from Rhydonium? Maybe you're like me. Maybe you love the smell of it. Maybe you breathe just a little too deeply. Burn from the inside.
Oh!
You watch your skin blister as it melts away.
Oh!
Or you die loud. Cut a line, drop a wrench, let it spill. Don't even need a spark, do you, boy? Boom! Burn from the outside. Move on. Wilmon, the boy. You ever done this for real? Or just in a classroom?
I've done it. Never alone, but I've done it. Twice.
And you're still alive? This is Pluty. He's smarter than he looks. He'll be your student.
Which variation?
Pick one. Start with your favorite.
Well, we should concentrate on the station you're planning to hit.
You teach them all. You know where we're going when I tell you.
When I need to leave tomorrow, there was an agreement. This was negotiated.
I'll let our friend know that you're being taken care of. Find him a place to sleep. You're here till I get what I need.
Okay. I assume that was a goodbye of sorts. He's off. Oh, my heart. Okay, this was definitely a slower paced episode in terms of like action and all of that. However, I keep saying this and probably sound like a little bit of a broken record in regards to it, but one of the brilliant things about Andor, in my opinion, is that it takes this big concept of the rebellion and this big fight that can very often be displayed as more of a bigger picture thing, and it zooms it in on the characters, how it affects the characters. And I think that's what gives this show a lot of heart. I guess there's a couple of things that I wanted to touch on. Briefly, I wanted to talk about Mon Mothma's fight politically. You know, I actually think that this show does such a great job of displaying the power of the Empire in so many different ways that to us as an audience, or I'll say me as an audience member, you can kind of tell and understand why, Gorman might be like, hey, we're just really trying to survive here. We're trying not to piss off the Emperor. We're trying, and it is so very difficult for her to drum up any sort of support, because it's just, at what point are things so powerful? At what point are you so far in the shit that what can you do? At what point does that need to fight for what you believe is right, turn into, I'm just trying to have my people survive. I'm just trying to make it to the next day, right? In some regards, Anyway, that was a kind of, I think, slightly briefer part of the episode, but still significant. Cyril. Well, as soon as I saw that he was, on Gorman, I was like, oh, is he doing some type of, intel for Dedra? And even when his mom, I think it was in the conversation with his mom saying, you had a relationship, but then you left it for this, or whatever, I kind of figured that he was doing some work, doing some on the ground, looky-looing, I do know his character. I don't pay attention a ton to what the fandom says about certain things or certain theories or whatever. I do know there is a section of the fandom, however, that kind of wants him to have a redemption arc of some kind. And I think it's kind of interesting because there is at least a little bit of that reaction within the fandom to kind of plop him into spying and possibly getting roped into some rebellious stuff, right? And I am curious if there is discourse after this episode about, is he actually going to be sympathetic ever, or is he, I think the thing about Cyril, in my opinion, is he's just constantly wanting some sort of approval. I think he's very desperate to prove himself, right? And at this point, he is desperate to prove himself to Dedra. So I don't like it. I don't like it. And that Cassian's gonna show up. Oh, a mess. A whole ass mess. Okay? Just on that, I do realize that asking this in this reaction when I have 2 more episodes that I'm about to watch might not be the best way to get this answer. But the place is Gorman, but do they refer... I think I said in a previous reaction, like, I referred to them as the Gormans, but I think I've heard, like, the Gorn or whatever. Logistically, I'm not sure how to refer to them, so just let me know. I will not Google it. You don't know what'll pop up if I Google that. So, yeah, but, you know, just know that whatever response you give me, I'm still going to be watching the next 2 episodes probably before I receive said responses. Okay. I think a really interesting and big part of this episode really was focusing on Bix, her trauma, and also how she views her own personal viewpoint on what needs to be done for the greater good. And that's what I like about this show. They strip it down to the characters. They strip it down to what each individual thinks is too far, not too far, whatever, right? And obviously Cassian feels such a strong guilt, you know, what happened to Bix on Ferrix, what happened to her, you know, the assault in the last episode, and all of that, you know, I think he has a tremendous guilt, and he leaves, terrible things happen. And I think he does want to do his best to protect her. So that is definitely a thing. I think it's really interesting from, you know, obviously her perspective. She's very haunted by all of the stuff that she has endured. And I think she's concerned about this sort of slippery slope of, well, if you know, just murder someone because they saw my face or whatever, right? You know, when does that become too far? And if we are going to lose ourselves to this violence, if we are going to lose a certain, how do I put this, like, you know, moral standpoint or whatever, then it better be worth it and we better win. You know, I really loved all of the big scenes here because of the fact that I think it really was kind of putting a little bit of a microscope on how, you know, complicated your inner emotions can get with all of this. Andor has never shied away from the fact that tough decisions need to be made in order to fight this fight. Ruthless things need to happen. You know, Luthen's speech in the first season about sacrifice and all of that. Like, you know, I've sacrificed everything. I've sacrificed any sort of sense of moral decency, right? And he's aware of that and everything. And I think we can even tell, you know, this is a year later. We can tell that Cassian, even by just a couple little phrases, he's he's getting more hardened, more ruthless. It's just going to keep happening as he keeps losing people, you know, among other things, right? You know, he did what he did, and I think he said something in this episode to the effect of like, well, we're here now because I did what I did. You know, I understand that it's a year later, but losing Brazo that's going to affect him, among other things, obviously. And I think he's more so getting to that point of like, yeah, I might have to kill somebody because they have the potential of hurting someone I love. But at this point, that's where I'm at. Okay. Because I think he feels like I go away for a little bit and then terrible shit happens back at the base camp, right? Base camp. All right. And so I actually loved all of the Cassian and Bix scenes because it just brought it down to the human experience going through this. And they may not be entirely on the same page when it comes to certain things, but, you know, and I my heart breaks for her. She clearly wants some sort of normalcy. And I think, as I said in the reaction, I forget, but I mean, I think you're on the wrong show for that. Surely. Whoo! Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I know that this is not going to be an episode that, you know, people are going to rave about or anything like that because it wasn't super explosive or anything. But I like when Andor brings it down to the characters, explores what they're actually going through, because that's the reason we care during the explosive episodes. So I really love this. Okay. I think that is about it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.